Our media partner, the San Francisco Standard, is digging into a fishy story involving Governor Gavin Newsom. Last year, Newsom took part in a whale watching tour in Mexico that his staff had initially called a personal trip. But as the Standard reports in this new article, the governor's staff has since changed their story, and we're learning a nonprofit actually paid for this excursion. Joining us live now is Gabe Greschler, the Standard's political reporter who wrote this article. Gabe, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me, Stephanie. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So what was Governor Gavin Newsom's initial explanation for this March 2023 trip to Mexico?
Yeah, so let's rewind to March 2023. Gavin Newsom declares a state of emergency because of a big snowstorm coming to hit California. And then shortly after he leaves, and while he's gone, conservative media and some other people were criticizing him, saying, hey, where is the governor? He returns after 4 days, and his staff say to inquiring journalists, the governor was away on a personal trip in Mexico, but we did not hear any other details about that. We didn't see anything on social media. And the story really ended there.
So just silence. How did Newsom's office later reclassify then the purpose of this trip?
Yeah, so basically every year, politicians and some city employees, they have to fill out a Form 700, which is basically a financial disclosure form showing, hey, where did you get gifts? Where did you travel? What kind of stocks do you have? And I noticed that on the form, underneath a bunch of official travel that he had done and that had been widely publicized, there was a $3,595 whale watching tour in Baja California. I spoke to Governor Newsom's team, and what they told me was a bit of what I would consider to be kind of a word salad. They said that he was on an educational trip on his personal time. And so really the story is kind of shifted from he's in Baja California, on a personal trip to, oh no, now he's actually on an educational trip. His office also told me that a number of his staff were there as well, including his senior climate policy advisor, Lawrence Sanchez. And then also some people in the environmental protection space, but his office was not willing to share many details. And the nonprofit that I reached out to was not willing to share too many details either about the purpose of the trip. But we were able to find out a little bit why he went there.
Yeah, I got to say, educational purposes is a pretty vague term. Just to stay on that for a moment, did they specify any type of educational related purpose for, why he was there or why whales were involved in this case?
Yeah, so the form that I originally looked into had a nonprofit that apparently because of some sort of error that had been made was actually the wrong source of the gift. We later learned that the source of the gift came from a nonprofit called Re-Earth Initiative. And the Re-Earth Initiative is a group, climate change focus group run by some pretty young folks in their 20s and late teens. They do a lot of advocacy around and have a documentary actually that they're working on right now that's about whales and whale migration and the human impact on these whales. And so what we kind of know at this moment, and maybe some more will come out, is that Gavin Newsom was invited down by this nonprofit to help sort of be off camera and meet the people that were, in this documentary and sort of in this world of trying to protect the whales that are along the coast.
All right, Gabe, that's all the time we have for now, but a very interesting story. Thank you for joining us.